guys, check out this highly durable custom RGB license plate. And this license plate is amazing. So they sent this to me to try out, and I was stoked up, right? So I was impressed when I got this box and I opened it and I seen this wrapping around that license plate, right? It was nice and tight and taped and bubble wrapped and safe. That's what I like to see, right? So I went and I grabbed my knife and I cut that bubble wrap open, and when I seen that license plate, I knew I was about to make a statement, right? So that's what I did. I checked this thing out and I inspected it, and I see that there's two wires coming out of the back of this license plate, right? That's gonna be a red and it's gonna be a black. That's gonna be your positive and that's gonna be your negative. That's gonna be some juice and that's gonna be some ground. You know what I mean? So all in all, you got a few different ways that you're gonna be able to hook this up to your car, right? So whether you wanna take these wires and run it to your fuse box, find an accessory fuse that's gonna turn on when your car turns on, or you can go ahead and splice this into your lighting wire, so when you turn your lights on, the license plate's gonna turn on. Or you know what, you can even run it and hook it up to a switch inside of your car that's gonna cut the power on and off to it, so you can turn it on and off when needed with the ease. So this thing is fantastic, right? So I'm like, what? I customized this. It says Dyno Dan. Let's go! So that's what I did. I went outside, right? And I strapped this license plate to the front of my van. Okay, well, I strapped it to the front of my wife's van, but I know she wanted it, right? So when I put it on there and I took these bolts and nuts and these little custom covers that they have on it, and I screwed this license plate to the front of the car, I was like, this is luxury, right? This is some custom nuts and bolts and screws, man. This is great. And even with it strapped right onto the front of it, that wire slid down right between my grill and up. So I'm like, yes, I took this wire. I didn't have to add any wire. I didn't have to cut any wire, but it was just enough to run right up to my fuse box underneath the hood. And I connected it to an accessory fuse. So then I quickly grabbed my phone, I downloaded that app, and I opened it. That was easy as well. So all in all, I'm about 5 minutes in, and I'm already downloading the app and opening it, right? And when I opened it, that's when I definitely got blown away. There's 1,000 million different RGB colors that you can cycle through, that you can choose. There's different effects, whether it's a breathing effect, whoa, or a strobe effect, or a bright color effect, whatever kind of effect you can imagine, you're gonna be able to do it with this custom RGB license plate, right? And then as I was going through these settings, I seen that you can adjust the brightness. So I was impressed with how bright this license plate was and how these colors shine through the darkness, right? But then I started playing with it and I turned it down, and I was blown away when I had, that all the way down, so it just kind of glowed, that Dyno Dan right there on that license plate. And I am in love with it. I love that when I'm driving around and I'm parking and running into stores, this is going to be that conversation starter. People's like, Dyno Dan? I'm like, let's go. Let me tell you about Dyno Dan, and let me show you this license plate. So all in all, if you're looking for a custom piece to pop on the front of your car that's going to make you stick out, stand out from the competition, then this license plate is fantastic, and it's going to be the route to go.